I'm Elena, singer and voice teacher from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Welcome to the free part of my 5-Minute Singer course. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. I highly recommend that you go back to the beginning of this series and watch it sequentially because the things that I am saying will make a lot more sense if you've got that prior information. In this video, I want to talk about a pretty difficult concept, and that's the concept of adjusting your technique if you're already a pretty good singer or you already have specific things figured out. There are a lot of incredible singers out there who have never really thought about their technique before, and they've naturally, either through practice or just that's the way they were born, figured out a balance that works fairly well for them, but that might also cause some little problems that they would like to fix. When singers like this are tweaking parts of their technique, they can experience a breakdown, a temporary breakdown where you kind of like yank out a pin and the whole thing crumbles for a little while and then you have to build it back up. And that can be a big problem if you're a singer who has to perform regularly. So if you're in school and you're doing a lot of singing in different productions, show choir, musicals, or if you sing in community theater or choirs, or if you're a professional singer, you can't afford to take time off to hone your technique. You have to keep performing even while you're making these technique changes. Here's what I recommend that you do so you continue to sing well while making the small adjustments that you want to make to bring your singing to the next level. First of all, if you are implementing anatomically based technique changes and you find yourself in a weird place where you have lost certain skills, you don't like the way that you sound, you're feeling very confused, go ahead and switch back to the way that you were doing things previously. Find your bearings again, take a second to let that settle in, and then take a step in front of the mirror. Look at what you're doing, use your hands, figure out what it is that you are naturally doing, that whatever the skill that you are currently executing is reliant upon. There's something that you took out when you were trying to make a change that you shouldn't have taken out, basically. So try to figure out what that is. Then reintroduce the change that you were trying to make slowly without disturbing the balance that you have rediscovered until you are able to implement it and still be able to do what you were trying to do. Let me give you a real-world example. I was recently working with a student who was working on releasing laryngeal tension or pushing down on low notes. As a result, this student lost a lot of resonance in her lower range and also lost a few low notes on the bottom of the range. So I had her revert back to what she was doing before. Interestingly, because she had already been working on releasing the laryngeal area, she was actually able to add that resonance back in and regain those low notes pretty easily and with a lot less laryngeal tension than she previously had. Then over the next couple of weeks, I had her work on releasing the remaining laryngeal tension until she was able to sing those notes without squeezing at all. The only exception to this is the golden rule. For example, if the only way that you can hit that super high belty note is by squeezing everything and hurting yourself or causing discomfort, you can just feel that it's wrong, that's not worth it. It's okay to take a step back, improve your technique so that it's healthy and efficient and sustainable, and then revisit certain skills if trying to execute those skills right now is going to injure you. Thank you so much for joining me for this free video series. Unfortunately, this is it for the free portion of the course. If you'd like to continue and start to tackle those body parts one by one to sing with greater stamina and efficiency and range and just joy, then please join me in the 5-Minute Singer paid course where we're going to work on transforming your singing one body part at a time.